Greetings everyone, Lithuanian Complex here, and it's time for another quick battle. Okay, we're on the Teutonic Order against the Lithuanians. Wow, interesting list. Okay, I don't have much experience using the Teutons yet. Okay, so we've got some knights and sergeants. Again, a unit I don't have a huge amount of experience in using. You don't have much experience using knights and sergeants? Yeah, I'm more of an infantry plotter. Let's see. So we've got some crossbowmen here, that's interesting. Maybe make use of them around the hill. I know that crossbowmen are best used against armoured troops. So I need to think, it's not just a case of shooting at every target of opportunity. These guys need to be directed. Right, now this hill is obviously going to be critical. They are bowmen, that means that they can actually fight in this terrain. And they do. No, they don't have swordsman capability. Well, these crossbowmen do. These crossbowmen don't. We've got some cavalry here. Right, Baltic levies. These are raw, light spear swordsmen. Wow, okay. And then they've got some solid defensive spearmen here. Are these are medium foot? So even though they're raw, the Lithuanians are bound to have good medium foot. Right, our cavalry are definitely the strong part of this army. And we also don't have much in the way of skirmishers, do we? Okay, place our cavalry on the right wing. We're going to try and bust through with them. That said, I actually have a force that's quite well suited to farce and ambush. Alright. Well, with that in mind, let's put some Baltic levies over here, cover this kind of area here. If they aren't engaged from the side, we can always move them into a flank attack. So the idea is I'll have a unit here to hold the enemies. Just hide them. We can either move them up to here or move them over to here as the situation requires. We've got some peasants here, which aren't going to be useful for anything else but ambush. But if it is required, they can move up and hit the enemy from the side. I'm going to try to hold the enemy in this area here. Now the reason it's so valuable to put the crossbowmen here is they've got the protection of the infantry here. And if anything tries to come directly through the woods at them and tries to attack out, they'll be severely disordered. We are unfortunately short on spearmen to actually hold this battle line. However, with the help of the light infantry in the woods, my Baltic levies should be able to handle it. Again, that's just something we can do in planning stages. This isn't very good use of my crossbow, I have to admit. I'll put these cavalry over here. I suspect the enemy will refuse to advance, so they are going to go out and they're going to shake the enemy out of bed. Okay, next turn. Oh, they're bow infantry. Right, and then we've got some Lithuanian cavalry. They're going to be quite weak against my knights. Yeah, I'm being way too conservative here, I think. See, they've got some armour. Right, bring... Yeah, we're going to come out and fight. But I do need to be ready to confront our archers. Cool. The knights forward a little bit. Yeah, we're going to use the archers to support them. That is a lot of bow infantry. You definitely need to stay out of their way. Right, we're being confronted by those Lithuanian light horse. There's a lot of rough grounds about it. I do not want the battle to take place anywhere around here. Let's send our light horse forward to challenge them. What I really want to do is move the battlefield away from this sector here. We are likely to take some harassment here. I don't really have any troops to use against skirmishers like this. Go back and away. We want to stay away from the skirmishers as much as possible. We will get some shots up because unfortunately. Leave them there. I'm not going to do anything to them yet. The rest of them might just glide by. Well, not quite. Turns out I did have an evil plan after all. I have neither the time nor the ammunition to place skirmishers. Like that, they're gone. Right, now start to form up the knights because we're getting close to the enemy cavalry. Start to get our archers forward. Skirmishers are a problem. Let's see. Give them the general. And why don't the Baltic levies get uncomfortably close to those light archers? Get ready to push them off. No. No, we're just going to have to endure it. They're going to needle us and try to draw us into a stupid fight here. And then they're going to kill us with the dismounted Lithuanian lights. That is not bait I intend to take. Stationary fire. The enemy cavalry. They're going to move over the rough ground as well. Okay, fine. If that's the way it's going to be, we need to respond to that again. Start to drop battle line here. These are not archer cavalry. Maybe I should spend less time trying to make my lines pretty, more time actually getting ready for this attack. Move the raw crossbow over to here then now. Sorry folks, there's going to be a bit of a manoeuvre game first today. Flexibility. Next turn. And bear in mind that this has cost me quite a few casualties, but they have used up most of their ammunition, so the threat from the skirmishers should become minimal soon. It's not like they've caused any disruptions. That's actually not a lot of progress to get out of 72 points. Remember, that's against an enemy unit of the type I have the least recourse against. That's fine, my knights can cover the spearmen if they try for that. Okay, finally we're in something approaching a favourable position. Open ground where my knights can fight to the best. And the infantry have finally woken up that there's nothing on this side of the battlefield. Right. So now that the enemy are here, I'd like to spend some time using my archers to actually shoot at them. So I don't have to come out for battle yet. I want the enemy to be past this rough ground. Let's have our knights jut forward like this. And then we'll use the crossbowmen to shoot them, but hopefully stationary and prepared fire. Let's loop the spearmen around the back. And you know what? Yeah, we could lay a nasty trap for the enemy here. Not going to do anything against this group yet. Next turn. They're low on ammo. My knights will now whap off the sticks and stones those archers are trying to use for purpose. Approach. Okay. So that should be enough to protect. Let's see. We used that unit here just now. That lets them get an avenue of fire, and that should be enough to cause a cohesion test. Held firm. And just hit them again, see if we can. There we go. So there's disruption, they're getting shot down. We'll wait for the rest of their army to begin to arrive. I might need to fall back in the face of those archers if they head for the rough ground. Keep the spearmen coming around so we can actually get to the point where we might actually be able to use these guys in battle. Leave the peasants here, they'll draw missiles. not going to spring this yet, I am going to here. Hold back for the moment. Right, next turn. Pull back just very slightly. Obviously a threat to these raw crossbows. Shoot them here. And again. And again. Okay, so they're fragmented now. Use this unit here to cover the flanks. We're giving them the general now, actually. No, we're not going to fall for the spade. Move over here then. Yeah, move here. Mitigate any casualties from the arrows. And turn this unit so it will actually but ours protected. Yeah, they're going to have quite the advantage against the cavalry here. Turn here and threaten. Get these units turned around. Okay, a bit disorganized, but we do have a battle line. Why they're all going over there still. I know what I'm going to do now. So since they're all distracted going, I don't know, searching for donuts, don't know what their problem is. Finish them here. Spring out, hit them here. Attack. Threaten here. I kind of wish I hadn't done that, but ride around to here and pass the general on and engage. Right, we're going to hit them with a charge here. We're going to try and catch them. That's why I want these cavalry here. And then we're going to, that's going to free up this unit who's going to hit them with the knightly charge in the flank, which will be absolutely devastating. As you may imagine, being flanked by knights is not particularly nice business. Let this continue, let them continue this ridiculous parade around the flanks, and then we'll move out and do something. Do nothing else for now. You muppets! I am going to string up that cavalry commander. But to be fair, I should have seen that that was the general. My mistake was moving that unit in at all. Right, we need to fight this back. We have the commander-in-chief. Right, give him here and charge into battle. General up. This is going to be ugly. Good. They held it at least. And pray the archers don't panic. Okay, we've got them caught at least. We smash those cavalrymen. Finish them off with the archers. They're now all chasing things. The thing is, that cost me so much in terms of resources that I now have to be very careful how I proceed. However, yeah, but these are just raw troops. What these guys frankly need now is an escape route. Cavalry there. Wasn't expecting the fusion test. Next turn, it's getting messy. Turn to threats in here, and let's hope we can finish this battle quickly. Cavalry came back. No sooner did we rout them than they rallied up. One volley. I hate being disrupted by one volley. And they managed to escape all of that. This is not going well. Lock them down. Well, it's not going to plan, but nothing ever goes to plan. That locks them in at least, so we got a little bit of time. Now that might just be too much fun to knock out. You pursue like I don't know, like a tortoise. Something slow anyway. It's early in the it's early for me. I'm under no obligation to make puns. Right, we need to do something about this, because that was a really bad place to disrupt in hindsight. Turn them around there, so we place a cavalry threat, and bring forward this group here. They're not going to do much good, but at least it means that my spearmen have some protection here. I don't have to come forward with that then, and you guys are going to have to turn away. I'm getting something out of my crossbowmen today. That's it. Okay, so it's coming together. We have a strong battle line in place now. This situation is rather dire, but one step at a time, I guess. Please stop chasing things, and they rallied quickly. Nice! Probably have done something about that sooner. They are also going to do the cohesion test now. Good, that caused an invasion as planned. That at least allows me to lock down this unit here. I think we might actually be better for charging. See if we can push right through. There we go, that's what I needed. Fragmented them at least, but they're going to suffer a counter-attack. Those knights have finally stopped pursuing, we'll get them back next turn. And... crush them here. I'm not going to be able to control this. This is going wherever it's going to go. Right, that's where they ended up. Well, that's just perfect. Crush them, please. And with that, I should have turned them around before, but it's okay. They're locked in place, so I can engage in a charge there. And so, well, they survived that, but let's see if they survive the knights that's coming for them. Got them nice and locked in place there now. The enemy cavalry really can't do much to attack my defensive spearmen. I'll even move up the peasants just in case they get a chance to support the melee in the woods. Everything's going to plan. Next. Hold on. One more thing I can do. There we go. Next turn. Well, if nothing else, our knights will be giving the battlefield spectator something to watch. Good. Not exactly as planned, but only because they didn't disrupt. Shot them down here. And both sides are moderately disordered, so getting involved in the fight and farce is not necessarily going to help us. Bush. I was afraid that might happen. So why did I do it? Well, that at least gives them a fighting chance. Keep the peasants back for now, they won't be able to do anything except die horribly if they move forward. Move up to here and don't do anything yet. We're going to start peppering this unit with stationary fire next turn. Why have you not charged yet? Nothing. I mean, this is obviously a bit of a situation. These raw units. Okay, they don't do awfully, but they're certainly not going to have a good day getting hit by Lithuanian cavalry. Let's try and at least weaken them with missile fire. If we can hold out, we can hit them with knights. If not, we're about to have a very bad day on this flank. But that's still an outside chance. Let's continue. The voice is rather croaky this morning. That's all we needed. Not doing that again. I always love an enemy whose choice is to do nothing. Have to break those bowmen. As usual. See, this is why I trust this is why I trust infantry over cavalry. The cavalry will stand their ground in situations like this. The infantry will stand their ground in situations like this. The help's unfortunately going to take a little bit longer to arrive. And we're low on ammo. I did need that disruption, but in hindsight, had I been able to hit that unit with 3 volleys, we might have won the battle there and then. You are just now in such a bad position that I need you to get out of there. Don't hang around and get shot at by bowmen. You guys need to start making progress soon. Since that progress doesn't seem to be happening very quickly, bring up the peasants. You might be able to do something here. You can get them turned around in case they rally up next turn. Good. They're targeting the infantry. Soaking up arrows is another thing that infantry are good at, unlike the hapless knights. Well, to be fair, with the heavy armor knights are fairly good at soaking up arrows, but they're so valuable and expensive. See, knights are too expensive, they're too good as soldiers to use as cannon fodder. What I'm saying is they're such good soldiers, but they're actually bad soldiers, and that totally makes sense as a military judgment. Right. Well, there has to be some way I can turn this situation to my diabolical ends. And I don't really, unfortunately I don't really see it, so we'll just have to continue shooting this unit for now. Cohesion test, cohesion test. Just leave them, right, just leave them there, they're dying anyway. Well, I suppose they're going to rally up if I don't do anything. I never learn. I was trying to force them to retreat, but I was dealing with defensive spearmen. Fighting in the wrong era. Next turn. And of course they both rally immediately. We could actually come unstuck on that side of the battlefield now. Interesting choice. Those knights are just not going to have a happy ending, are they? Good. That should finish the battle up. I said that should finish the battle up. Thank you. The irregular foot aren't exactly what I'd call priority targets. Move in and box them in. This is all about to go to hell. Give them the general, please. That's a miracle. I could charge here, but I'm not really going to achieve anything. I'd rather go to the auto break from these guys first. They might fragment this unit and let me break them instantly. Battle's over anyway. Let's end the turn. Of course, they both rally on that exact moment. But that does mean that they might actually stand their ground and let me hit them with the cavalry. So it just wasn't a good time to charge. Why did I leave them there? That was almost a perfect battle. The enemy's lost hearts. We are victorious. Folks, that has been another quick battle. We'll let the enemy go. I've been Napoleon Complex. Please consider liking and subscribing if you enjoyed the content, and I will see you in the next one. Farewell.